Exterior, Remnicor, night. A 3-tusked gronk boar squeals, struggling to run in place. The animal's eyes roll back as the living force is drained into Kylo's open hand, reducing it to a husk. Kylo opens his eyes. His face has more life. His eyes are brighter. Scars are receded. He's empowered, grateful. Tor Valum smiles like a parent who just taught his child to ride a bicycle.
More.
There is no more. You have consumed all that remains.
A wind cuts from an ice cave beyond. A faint glow within.
What's down there?
Convergence.
I can feel it.
There is more within. Go.
Kylo puts on his mask and enters. Interior, Virgin's Cave, night. The light from Kylo's red saber refracts in the vast walls. The cave is empty, but not silent. There is a sound from the darkness. Breathing. From the shadows comes the hulking presence of Darth Vader. Kylo stands his ground, lightsaber up, unsure what is happening. Vader ignites his own weapon, swings. Kylo blocks. Vader strikes again, forcing the descendant of Skywalker to defend himself. It's a brutal fight, intense lightsaber combat between two iconic villains. But Kylo is no match. Vader strikes him down. He screams in pain, falls to the ground. Kylo struggles to remove his mask. He's breathless. He looks down at his chest wound. It no longer exists. He is alone. Exterior, Remnicor, night. Kylo staggers from the cave, angry, disoriented.
Where is Mortis?
The well of the living force. The source of the galaxy's birth.
I want to be stronger than those who came before. Where is it?
Kylo's eyes are alive, hungry.
You are not worthy of its power. Not yet.
Kylo reaches out his arm and force holds Tor Valum, delving deep into his mind.
Where is Mortis?
Tor Valum's smile goes away. He grits his teeth, pained as Kylo probes and extracts.
Release me.
I see it.
Betrayer. I gave you knowledge.
A mountain in winter. No. Fall.
I gave you everything.
I know. You've given me so much.
The light of the living force drains from Tor Valum into Kylo's open hand.
Thank you.
The ancient being falls dead, reduced to a withered shell. Exterior, Bonadan, outside Navigator's hut, night. Rey collapses, a powerful disturbance coursing through her.
What is it?
He's growing stronger.
Poe looks around the market as if Kylo is nearby.
We don't have much time.
Interior, Jedi Temple Spire, night. Sparks fly as Rose welds the broken conductor into place.
Will this whole thing work with modern droids?
You're asking me about the mechanics of a force-powered antenna.
Out of your realm of expertise?
It's not anyone's realm of expertise.
She closes the panel, flips a rusted lever. Silence.
So is there like an on button or...
Thumb. A light ignites within the machine.
Listen, if this goes sideways, I just want to say...
Say what?
A column of light shoots down the hollow spire. Interior, Temple Spire Base, night. C-3PO lurches as the ground vibrates. The column of light from the spire above connects with the kyber crystal below. It glows. R2-D2 wheels next to the column of light and projects a hologram message directly into the data stream. Exterior, Coruscant, night. The light beam shoots up into the sky, visible for miles. The poor and the downtrodden look upon the beacon, faces warmed by its light. Among them, Dade smiles, hopeful. Exterior, deep space. The light leaves Coruscant and connects to a nearby planet. Exterior, Agora 6, day. Hills rise above a dense layer of palm jungle. Atop one, a 1,000-year-old receiver from the Old Republic. The light hits the receiver, disappearing within. Interior, Agora 6 receiver, day. An old copper machine consumes the light. The gears spin and whirl. Monitors come to life with Arabesh code. An ancient Bendu monk rises to his feet, looks to the sky. He's been waiting for this for a long time. Lights blink and flash as the elegant machine decodes the data stream back into an image. It's Leia, elegant in her white robes. Exterior, Agora 6 settlement, day. Peasants in a breadline look up to the light hitting the receiver in the distance. Suddenly, a nearby R4 unit droid beeps wildly and projects the hologram of Leia.
This is General Leia Organa of the Resistance.
The receiver sends another beam of light from its core, angled on a different trajectory into the sky. Exterior, deep space. The beacon of light leaves the Agora system and connects to Wavit, a light blue planet further into space. Exterior, Wavit, shipyard, day. Workers look up as the light hits the receiver perched on a cliff overlooking the ocean. Suddenly, every droid in the yard simultaneously projects the hologram message from Leia.
The time has come to forge a path to freedom.
Interior, Mon Cala, fish bar, day. Mon Calamari paused to listen to the hologram emanating from several droid servers inside the floating eatery.
The forces of oppression have ruled our galaxy for too long.
Exterior, Gria, day. A village of floating straw huts on water. The light hits a man-made stone tower on the horizon.
We must join together and fight. Send your fastest ships.
Exterior, Bothui City, day. Muscular canine Bothans look up.
All your warriors.
Interior, Trandoja Palace, night. Bosk, sitting like a sultan in his den of pleasures, turns angrily toward the hologram projected from his servant droid.
Our voices will not be silenced.
Bosk looks out his window at the light connecting to a red rock spire in the distance. He clenches his fist. Exterior, Tatooine, moisture farm, day. Setting suns against a boy and his sister at the base of a vaporator tower, watching their R6 unit play the hologram.
We can no longer live in the shadow of the First Order.
Exterior, Bonadan Market, sunset. Rey and Poe step through a dense, captivated crowd as droids project the end of the message.
We must step into the light.
Interior, Eclipse Destroyer Bridge. Leia stands on the bridge watching the light connecting planets. A familiar group of Resistance fighters join her, their eyes wide and hopeful. Exterior, Remnacor Tundra, night. As he approaches his ship, Kylo Ren feels the light in the sky. It's visible in the stars above. He moves to a rocky overlook, closes his eyes, concentrates, holds out his hand. The rocks around him vibrate, deep. The light in the sky halts, stopped by an immovable force. Exterior, space. The light is frozen in place like a suspended laser blast, thrumming through as the pressure builds. Interior, Jedi Temple Spire, night. The beam grows in intensity. The receiver quakes.
Something's wrong.
Go. Go!
Rose and Finn dive away as the ancient device explodes. Interior, Eclipse Destroyer, bridge. The light goes dark. The fire of revolution extinguished. Leia is overcome with an ominous feeling of loss. Exterior, Bonadan Night Market, sunset. The holograms disappear. Rey's hope turns to alarm.
We have to get back to the ship!
What is it?
Rey is already moving, pushing through the crowd. Interior, Temple Spire, night. Rose and Finn climb from the rubble, coughing on dust.
You okay?
They are suddenly surrounded by a trio of TIE fighters. Laser cannons aimed through the open, arched windows.
Come on!
Finn clips onto the zip wire. Rose grabs on. They zip away from the tower as the temple spire explodes behind them. In the courtyard below, R2-D2 and C-3PO hurry out of the collapsing temple, swallowed by a cloud of dust. Exterior, above Coruscant, night. Finn and Rose escape the fireball, but the TIE fighters turn and pursue them, blasting away. Rose draws her weapon and shoots at the enemy ships in mid-air. She shatters the front windshield of one, hitting the pilot. It spins out of control and crashes. Rose is grazed by a laser blast. She screams in pain. The zipline snaps as the temple spire crumbles. Rose falls into darkness.
Rose!
Finn swings into the open floor of the unfinished skyscraper, struggles to unhook himself. The TIE fighters hover around the skeletal structure on either side and fire into it. Finn runs for his life as the blast ricochet off steel girders all around him. He slides into a stairwell under heavy fire. Exterior, Bonadan Night Market, sunset. Rey crumbles, emotional, feeling Finn's pain.
Finn.
She looks up at Poe, the crushing feeling of loss growing heavier, but Poe is looking at something behind her. Hadaska Ren through the separating crowd, Ott and Laurel Ren on either side, menacing amidst the carnival lights and box lanterns.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Rey rises, backing away from the oncoming Knights of Ren.
Okay, I'm with you. We gotta get to the ship.
She reaches for her lightsaber.
No, not here.
Rey eyes the children and peasants in the market. Poe's right. They can't take any more casualties. Rey clenches her fist and force pushes everything around her. A powerful concussion blast that knocks everything away, including Poe. He flies off the edge of the market wall and plunges into the water below. Rey jumps onto the dock and unhooks a razor sail, powered by a Dyson-like air cannon.
Get on!
Poe swims to the boat's ladder.
Can you sail?
Rey launches the force, fills the sail with a gust of wind that launches them into the bay. Exterior, Bonadan Bay, sunset. Poe and Rey speed across the bay toward the landing array. This boat is very fast. Something fires from above, exploding the water all around. Rey looks up. Knife 9 speeds over the water toward them.
Get to the bow cannon. I'll drive.
Poe takes the helm while Rey activates the laser harpoon mounted on the front. She blasts away at Knife 9 while Poe steers them toward the Falcon's docking array. Interior, Knife 9. Hadaska Ren pilots with cold precision. Jadik, Ott, and Laurel sit in surrounding cockpit chairs. Exterior, Bonadan Bay, sunset. The razor sail now takes fire from all sides. Rey thinks fast, turns the harpoon and shoots the sail cord. She reaches out to Poe.
Hold on!
Poe joins her and holds on tight. The disconnecting sail lifts them up like parasailers onto the first revolving landing pad of the docking array. The razor sail hits the shore and explodes. Knife 9 bangs away from the explosion, but turns right around. They're not done yet. Exterior, landing platform, sunset. Chewbacca is waiting by the ship.
Chewie, we drew some attention.
An adjacent landing pad lowers into view. Knife 9 rests on it. The 4 Knights of Ren stand ominously out front, their platform rising even with the Falcons. Rey activates her lightsaber.
Stand back.
Rey leaps into the air onto their landing pad and takes them on, spinning and striking fast, outmatched but relentless. Poe and Chewbacca unload their blasters at Jadik, who deflects with skill while firing a pistol with one free hand. Rey fights Hadaska, lightsaber versus darksaber. Then Force pushes him off the edge of the landing array. He falls 50 feet to the next pad below. Ott and Laurel stay on her, moving in coordination, an unseen hive communication keeping their deadly attacks in sync. Poe and Chewie can't get a shot in on Jadik. His blaster fires fast. It's fully automatic. Poe is grazed. He screams in pain. Rey hears Poe's scream. It brings rage. She kicks Laurel away, buying a moment of one-on-one time with Ott. She slices through him, dropping him cold. Then she spins on Laurel, reaches out, and Force pulls him into her lightsaber, impaling him. A ghostly screech as Hadaska returns, swinging wildly. Rey disconnects her double saber and blocks his strike, one saber blade still impaled in Laurel's chest, the other clenched with Hadaska. Chewbacca peppers Jadik Ren with bowcaster fire. Jadik struggles to deflect the shots while Chewbacca advances on him. He reaches Jadik, grabbing him by the neck and hurls him off the landing pad. Then he lifts his bowcaster and fires, hitting Jadik in midair like a clay pigeon. Hadaska strikes at Rey. Brutal swings, his darksaber sparking when it hits the concrete. He grazes her. She drops her lightsaber and falls back, unarmed. Hadaska stands over her, raises his darksaber for the kill, and when he does, Rey gets a good look at his mask. Flashback 2. Dark figures in the rain. Voices screaming. Lightning flashes, revealing Hadaska Ren. Back on. Exterior, Bonadan, docking array, sunset. This vision stirs a deep but vengeful anger in Rey. It's an anger she can't yet explain, but she knows to be true. Hadaska brings his saber down, but she extends her good hand, teeth clenched, eyes burning. Purple force lightning flows from her fingertips. Hadaska Ren's skull flashes within his helmet as the electricity destroys him. His body falls smoking. Rey rises. Poe and Chewbacca are watching her, disturbed.
I had no choice.
It's okay. Jedi do that, right?
I've seen that mask before. All of them.
Poe and Chewie head for the Falcon, but Rey does not follow.
Rey, let's go.
No. You can't go where I'm going.
What are you talking about? This was the plan.
The Resistance needs you. Finn and Rose need you.
Rey, get on the ship, please.
You have to leave this place.
I'm not leaving you.
Rey knows what she has to do. She hates it.
You will leave this place and go back to help the Resistance.
I'm not. Don't do this.
She approaches Poe, delicately brushes her fingertips over his bleeding forehead.
You will leave this place and go back to help the Resistance.
No. You can't.
Poe feels his mind slipping away from him.
Leave this place and go back to help the Resistance.
Rey takes Poe's face in her hands and kisses him. When she pulls away, Poe looks distraught, saddened.
I have to leave this place. I have to help the Resistance.
Poe turns and walks up the ramp. Chewbacca follows. BB-8 looks up at Rey, ever faithful. She's purposefully cold.
Go!
BB-8 beeps mournfully and follows them on board. Rey watches as the Falcon's ramp rises, obscuring Poe and Chewbacca from her sight. Strangely, as it closes, Poe holds up a hand goodbye, his sentience breaking through the mind trick. The Falcon rises into the sky, Rey's sari robes whipping in the wind. Interior, Knife 9, sunset. Rey enters the cockpit. She places Nomi's hand-drawn map on the console and rests her lightsaber on top of it. Her left hand is cut and bleeding. She wraps it with the sash from her sari. Then, she removes her civilian robes to reveal the black warrior's clothing beneath. She catches her reflection in the mirror. A Jedi.
Duel of the Fates.
To podcasts and such.